Hey everybody, it's the Critter Dude, and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. And today's video will be pretty quick. I am just going to be doing an update and adding the new reptile into the enclosure that I set up in a previous video. So to start off with, you might notice that the plant grew in a little bit more. I'm not sure if you can really tell, but it looks a little bigger, like the end is a little bit longer. Also, you might notice that I added another log on top of this log. This is just so it has an extra hiding spot and so it can get closer to the heat lamp and have a couple different basking options. Also, I'm not sure if you can tell, but I did spray it down real good right before this video so that it's ready to add the new reptile in. And this is the new reptile. The new reptile is a Bahamian Anole, and this Bahamian Anole looks to be a female, as the males usually have a dewlap under their chin. This one does not, but it also could be because this one is pretty young still. They do get a little bit bigger than this. I would say about double the size maybe. I've had them in the past. I've had full grown ones and they were a lot bigger than this. So this one is still young. Also, Bahamian Anoles are very territorial and best kept alone or in a male-female pair or in a group of 5 to 7 or more, with only one being a male, and provide lots of plants and hiding spots in there to help with aggression. But you never want to keep them with other species of anoles like green anoles or brown anoles or even long-tailed lizards and house geckos I've seen them kept with in stores, which you do not want to do because these guys are very territorial and do not like other lizards. So this anole will be kept alone in this tank, and maybe in the future when I can 100% tell if this is male or female, I might try to get the opposite and have a pair together and upgrade the tank. But for right now, I'm just going to be keeping it by itself in a 10-gallon aquarium. So enough of me talking. I'm going to add it into the tank. So here it goes. It's been in the cup for a little bit, so I'm not sure if it'll just walk out on its own or if I'll need to touch it and see if it'll move. Come on out. And it's in. Now that the anole is in, I'm going to say a couple more things about them. These Bahamian Anoles do not really like to be handled, although I have actually tamed a couple of these Anoles in the past where they would actually sit on my hand and jump from hand to hand. But it does take a little bit of work, and I will try to work with this one actually and see how it goes. But for now, I'm going to leave it alone for a while and let it get used to its new environment. But the downside to these little lizards is that they don't have a very long lifespan. Their lifespan is typically around 3 to 8 years. Some live closer to 7 to 8 years, and some live more like 3 to 5 years. It just depends on the anole, but I would say the average lifespan is about 3 to 4 years for these anoles, and I've had ones in the past that lived about 2 to 3 years, and I assume they just died of old age as they were already adults when I got them. I've never really had a smaller one like this, so I'm hoping that since this one is younger, it'll grow up and I will have it a little longer. And for the diet of these little lizards, they are strictly insectivores, meaning they only eat bugs and insects. A good staple diet for them is going to be crickets, roaches, and soft-bodied worms like waxworms from time to time as a treat, as they are high in fat. Small mini horned worms and silkworms if you get them super small. Also small calcium worms or black soldier fly larvae. Those are a good staple too. Just stay away from mealworms as they have a lot of chitin in them, which makes them hard to digest. So if you feed them mealworms, just do it occasionally and not as a primary source of food, as they will have trouble digesting them. And I think that about wraps up this video. Now if you have any suggestions for any upcoming videos, if you could, leave those down in the comments down below. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, if you could, also leave them down in the comments down below as well. And don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Until next time, take care.